Margaret, don't you think that men sometimes can be a little arrogant?
Arrogant, but we need them in our life.
Yes.
I like to have them in my life.
Yes. Yes, nice to have a man. A sensitive man. Caring man.
Hey, baby.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Pretty good? I haven't had a good day at all today. My day has just been terrible. Had this client, Irene, who came in, and about 2 months ago, she did the same thing to me, and I just knew she was going to do it again. I had a feeling she was going to do it again. And I get her hair styled. I cut it nicely for her. I blow dry it and curl it and tease it and make her look nice. And all she does is tell me that it looks foo-foo, and so I have to restyle it again, re-wet it, and then she wants it cut a different way, and so I have to trim it all up again. And I have another client waiting, coming in, and she's waiting there wanting to get her hair cut. And this one client is just telling me how bad I'm doing her hair. So now I have my other client, talking about, listening to all this while I'm styling and cutting Irene's hair. And I was just feeling really bad. She just made me feel just so terrible. And what did I just say? What did I just say?
About what?
Who was I just talking about? Can you tell me her name?
Yeah, you were just talking about, you were talking about Irene, and that she was doing some things. She was leaning, and some things.
Leaning.
That's what you're
She was
talking
leaning. What is she leaning on? I'm cutting hair. What could she possibly be leaning on?
I heard what you were saying.
Not paying any attention to me at all. All you see me as is some sex object. That's all you see me as. Sex toy. I mean, I've got feelings inside. All you see me for is what's on the outside, not what's inside. Not at all. If I was to leave and my sister was to come in, you'd never even know the difference. Never.
I would know the difference.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm telling you, I would.
No, you wouldn't. Tell me, what's the difference? Do you even know? Do you even care? No, you don't even care.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I just don't even know us.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The difference between the two of you? Your name. Okay, it's different. It's interesting when I talk about relationships, because I'm still pretty new to them. I was a late bloomer, unlike my peers and my friends who grew pretty fast, and they were always hanging out with all the girls and everything like that. And for myself, I was a little embarrassed being I guess on the smaller side or whatever. So I stayed back for a while until I guess I was in my college years, is where I pretty much started growing and started learning what it was like to be involved in a relationship or just to be dating. And I can say now that I'm a good dater. I know that. I'm just not that good at relationships. And it's not that, well, I don't know, you always hear guys saying, oh, I can't do that commitment thing. I don't think it's about the commitment. I really think so far it's been about the people that I've chosen. I feel like they weren't the right people for me, or not that they were bad people, but more like we didn't go well together. And I don't want to have like a ragging session on like all these people that I've dated, but there's definitely one that I think about when I think about the I guess the bad relationships that I've had. And see, I guess you're always dealing with this trust factor. Do you trust them, or are you cheating on them? Are they cheating on you? Like, all that stuff's going on. And I went into this relationship. I wanted this thing to work. I met this girl in she was in my voice and speech class, and I saw her, and I was like, this girl, she's She has everything that I'm looking for. And I started talking to her, and I was like falling head over heels for her. I don't believe in that, the love, first sight, that stuff. But in this case, I thought, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is happening to me. I'm like falling in love with this girl. This is great. So it's like I remember the first date we went on. I was so excited to take her out, and we went out. We hung out. We just walked around Manhattan like all night long, and we ended up at Columbus Circle, and we were just sitting there drinking coffee and cappuccinos or whatever, and just sat there all night long. And I was like, this is great. This is what I've been looking for. And we kept that going for like another 3 or 4 days, and that was going great. And then I don't know. One day I just asked her about I just wanted to get to know her a little bit. I guess I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to ask certain questions. I just asked her, "How old are you?" And she's like, "Well, why do you want to know?" And I'm like, "Well, I was just curious to know how old you are. I told you my age. What's the big deal?" And apparently it was a big deal to her, and so that led into some fighting and stuff. And I was just like, okay, all right, I don't need to know how old you are. It's really not that big a deal. We can go on from there. And so we kept the dating thing going, and I still felt like, it was just weird that she didn't tell me how old she was. I was like, what's the big deal? So we kept dating, and I always had to pick her up, like either outside of her apartment, or I had to pick her up, someplace else. And I was curious, how come she never invites me inside the house? What's the big deal? How come I can't go inside the house? So one day I said to her, look, you don't introduce me to somebody in your family. We can't go out anymore because there's something really strange that's going on here. I don't know how old you are. I don't know anyone in your family. I need to see something here. So she says, well, I'm living with my brother. He doesn't like me bringing people up there, but we'll go to my mother's house for dinner next week or something like that. So I was like, fine. So I finally got to meet the mother. We went to have dinner over there, whatever, hanging out. And then afterwards I said to her, it's really weird because I didn't see any pictures of your brother in your mother's place. Now I would think that if you do have a brother, how come there's no pictures of him there? Well, she's like, oh, it's just all these other things that are going on. I'm like, okay, wait a second. I don't know. All of a sudden I really don't know who this person is. And this is like after 5 months of dating already. So she says, okay, I'm living with my father, whatever, all this stuff. And then I end up finding out that she's not living with her father. I don't know how old she is. And I don't know how it happened, but we ended up living together. And it kind of jumped from me not knowing who this girl was to us living together. And then once we lived together, I started learning all these other things that I should have learned before she actually moved in. And I don't want to get into all these other details about it because it gets me a little upset to think about it. But I pretty much, after she moved out, it was pretty much the first time I ever cried in a relationship when somebody of happiness, because I finally got her to move out of the house after I learned all these different things about her. And I pretty much promised myself that I would never get in a relationship again. And now, as you can see, I have another situation going on here.
What would you like to do today?
I have a girl here and there's one girl I'm with, but it's interesting because I'm attracted to her, and then she has a twin sister also that is identical, so it's like, how can you be attracted to one without the other? And do they feel the same way? I think, do they feel the same way for me? It's like, well, she's attracted to me, they wear the same stuff, they drive the same cars, maybe they're like the same type guys, so I don't know, it's like, it's very porn to me in a kind of way, it's like I'm thinking I can get twins, and this is a great story for the guys, and all these different things, and I don't know, I'm kind of, it's as much as I said I wouldn't be in a relationship again, it's kind of exciting to be in something like this, it's weird, it's good, I like it, and,
Craig and Margaret, Craig and Mary, which one will he choose?
almost 3:30.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish this, okay?
All right. I can hear it starting.
Okay. I gotta say, it's not the thing that I'm, easiest for me to talk about. But, you wonder why you're 35 and you're single. I'm not a bad-looking fella. I seem to get along with people all right. I really don't know. You go back, if you talk to a shrink or somebody, you go back and you think, okay, well, how was your family? What was your landmarks, the people that you followed? Who was the first people you learned about love from? And obviously my mother and father, who they never kissed. He slept on the couch. I never saw, he didn't hit her or nothing, but they didn't even talk. They were just in the same house. They didn't, nothing. And I think that's why, if people say, what do you want to be, when you're a kid, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be whatever. I was like 7, I said I wanted to be married. I wanted to be in love with somebody. And it doesn't seem to work out, I smoke. I think that might, but that'd be good for people who are commitment worried, because I'm going to die soon, right? So they won't be with me for a long time. But I've gotten close to a couple. There was this one girl, Anita, but she was kind of crazy. But I was in love with her. There's no question about that. But the one that was definitely was a Paget was her name. A no doubter. That was the thing. I was always, asking people, what is love? What do you do? And a priest friend of mine once said, love is a verb. It's something you do. It's an action. It's not some fog that comes over you. It's an action. You act lovingly to another person. Okay, that's something to do. That's advice to follow. It's not like I have to have this spiritual awakening or some sense of something or this fog envelop me. It's an action, something to do. So I remember the first time I met her, I was in a play, and I had seen her once. Someone introduced us, and she came after the play. And I was like, hey, we're going to go have a drink. You want to go have a drink? And she said, yeah. And I said, oh, that's great, because I really like you. I remember like, what a dork. What do you mean? You don't say that right off the bat. You really like someone. But that's my thing. I think when I really like them, I become more like, Jerry Lewis or somebody. I'm not, I stutter around. I just feel like such a dork all the time. But we went out and had a drink, and I had a great time. There was no doubt in my mind from the first time I saw her that I should be with her. She's, wow. And so I broke into the school computer and got her phone number and called her up. This was a few years ago. I called her up, and she answered. I just, in my mind, I thought, okay, she's not going to be home. She'll, answer a machine. I'll say, hey, this is Finn, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't, she answered. And I choked and hung up. And I just, and hung up. Well, this was right at the beginning. I had this Star 69. Now, I had never heard of this at all in my life. And the phone rings. And I'm all, I feel shitty when you're alone. You just choke. You're like, what a... And the phone rings. I'm like, hello. She said, you just called me? I said, who is this? She said, it's Paget. I said, what do you mean? How did you, what? She said, you just called me. I said, yeah, I did. But how did you say I have Star 69? I'm like, what's Star, what is that? She said, well, it dials back. I'm like, what are you, a spy? Why do you have this, I couldn't talk to her. I said, I can't talk to you now. I just feel like the biggest jerk in the world. And I hung up, but then she called back, and that's how she knew that I really liked her, that I wasn't just trying to sleep with her or anything. But it didn't work out, so you just keep trying, I guess. Just show up and see what happens.
Affection and relationships are two things that don't mix. Marriage is a problem, he can't get it fixed. He just doesn't know when to find a girl that thinks like he does. And when he tries, it always messes up. But he'll just keep on trying.
I know what I want now. And I know you've heard that before, and I heard you, and I'm sorry. But your loyalty has meant so much to me. I've always wanted to be with someone I knew I couldn't live without. Tell me how to make you happy.
That's it.
I got the scissors in my hand. Hello. How are you doing today? Good, thanks. And how would you like to have your hair done today?
I just want it trimmed. I don't think I want too much done to it.
Just a light trim?
Yeah.
And on the end?
Yeah, I don't like, just, I don't know, some layers, but not too much.
Not too much?
Yeah, people always try to.
So how are you doing today? Do you live around here, or?
Yeah. So, is that a friend of yours in that picture up there? That,
Yeah, it's my boyfriend.
it's your boyfriend?
Yes, it is. Did you know him? Or do you know him?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
You do? How do you know him? Is he a friend of yours, or?
Actually, he was my ex-boyfriend, but...
He was your
Yeah, but don't get all
ex-boyfriend?
weird or anything.
Oh, okay. Your ex-boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
How come you won't tell me how old you are? Hmm? What? Huh? Come on, what?
Why do you have to do this?
Do what?
Why do you have to bring this up?
You know, it's a simple question. It's not a big deal. Just don't understand why you don't tell me.
Well, if I don't want to tell you, I don't want to tell you. I don't understand why you can't just respect that.
Fine. Fine.
And there's another very important question. Is Brandie older than 17? Or does Craig have an even bigger problem?
I'm getting back together with Finn. Oh, I don't believe it. How you can give him a second chance? Haven't you learned from the last time? You always look so unhappy. You know, he never makes you happy. Doesn't seem like it.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do?
You know, well, for one, let me tell you about him. One, he smokes. You said you never liked him to smoke, so that's one thing about him. Number two, he always comes into the house and controls everything. Everything. He comes in and just controls it. 3, you're always coming home saying that you always have to end up paying for things because he doesn't have any money when you go out.
What about Craig? Craig isn't so hot. You told me that he doesn't even listen to you when you have something to say to him. He doesn't even pay attention to you. And then you also told me, remember when you told me that when you were talking to him that if we changed places he wouldn't even know the difference?
Well, Finn probably wouldn't either. What makes you think Finn would know the difference?
I think he did. I think he will.
I don't think so.
I love him, and I know he will. He will know the difference.
I don't think so.
Yes, he will.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he will.
All right, well, let's give it a try.
Okay, we will.
And if Finn can't tell the difference, then you ought to dump him.
Well, if Craig can't tell the difference, then you should dump him.
Well, you know, if he couldn't tell the difference, I'd dump him anyway. At 14, I met my first love. It was tough on my sister. We had been so close and hanging out all the time together, going places, doing things. And when I met him, it kind of changed a little bit. We started hanging out more and going places and doing things, and she wasn't really involved in that. I felt kind of bad for that, but I needed and I wanted to be with him also. I loved my sister, but I loved him as well. It was tough on her. I'd come home and she would feel left out, and she would always wonder, well, when are we going to go out and do something and go places? And I'd say, well, I have to see first. I have to see what I'm going to do tomorrow with him, and if not, then we can do something, which was kind of mean, but I wanted this relationship with this gentleman. As we got older, and he went away to college, we became really close then. We started going places and doing things, and we became really close then. We were inseparable. There is nowhere that we would go without each other. And so that was kind of our time together without him in our life. But then he came after 5 years of us being together and going places and hanging out and working together. We worked together and just always being there for each other, living together. And then he came back into my life 5 years later, and then things started to get serious again, and we started dating again. And then she felt left out once again because we had been so close for the 5 years that he was gone, that when he came back into my life, then it had to start all over again. And she was upset once again. You know, it was taken away from her and I relationship, and the closeness that we did share. It was hard for me. I don't like to make that choice between the two of them. I didn't feel like I wanted to have to make a choice between the two of them. She was making it difficult for me to make that choice. Then I became pregnant. I became pregnant with this child. When I told her I was pregnant, she was devastated. Our life was going to be ruined. We were separated. It wasn't going to be the same anymore. What was I going to do? What was she going to do? She knew I would have to leave the house once the child was born, and then everything would just change. It just wouldn't be the same anymore. And I felt it too. I felt that it was going to change, but that I wanted to make that choice. I did not want to give my child up. I had thought about it, but then I couldn't do it. I wanted this child, and I wanted his child. I wanted to make it work between the two of us. After the birth of my son, we became close once again. We were separated. I had to leave. I moved in with him in his home, And the separation there was kind of tough on her. She was really upset. She was devastated, trying to start over again. And my life was going to be with him and our child now, and she was like the second person in it. And she didn't like it. She didn't like it at all. She loved the child. She loved my child because it was my child, and she loved that part. But the relationship part, she didn't really care for. She was always critical of him. I don't know if it was because it took from us or if it just took away from what she saw me going through. She loves me and I love her, and the critical part is she was just there, and I put her through that too. I would always run back and forth. I'd leave and then go back with them, leave and go back with them. And so, but now she's learned to accept that. And we've become close, and whatever decision I make, she's there for me and by my side. And no matter how criticizing she can be, I know she loves me, and she's there for me no matter what decision I decide to make from now to the end. She's there, and I love her for that. You loved it.
Yeah, but we were younger then. We were only 10 years old.
I know. Well, a customer at the shop told me that in an ultrasound, they can see the twins being affectionate, and they're just really close, and they're kissing and hugging, and they're just being really close to each other.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of room down there, so that's how they get so close. Remember, you kicked me out. You came feet first.
Yeah. Well, she also was telling me that she read that one twin can be absorbed by the other twin, to take in what the other twin has. Come on, Come on, just do it for us.
All right. I do.
All right. Okay, here's some things I'm going to tell you about Craig. Number one, I always sleep in my underwear.
Always?
Always. Okay, and he also likes to shave his back because he thinks it looks sexy.
Yuck.
Don't mention the nose hair, because he'll get prissy if you ask him to pluck it. And if he tries to rub his ear hair against your cheek, just go ahead and slug him.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you're not ready yet.
No, I'm not ready. I'm waiting for you.
All right. Figured you'd be ready by now.
No, just waiting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this then. This thing here. This thing here. You like that? It's a good thing. Alright. Oh, yeah. Actually, this thing, I definitely don't need that. Oh my god, does this thing still work?
What is that?
You know what this is.
My goodness.
An oldie but a goldie, huh? I can't believe this thing still works. Oh my, I don't know what to do here. Let's see. Actually, here, hold on to that. I'll need that. Actually, what about these things? Huh? Huh? These things right here? Yeah.
Okay.
Just like we used to, huh?
Like we used
Telephone guy getting caught in the purse.
Okay.
Right. I guess we can...
Why do we need all this fake stuff just to make love? It's all plastic. We don't need all this.
Yeah, I know that. I thought you wanted to use these things.
No, I don't. No, I don't like these things.
You don't like these things?
No. Mm-mm.
I don't understand. These things are all, I thought you loved using these things.
I never liked these things. No, I never did. Just never told you I don't like these things.
No, you like these things. I can't believe that.
No. I thought you liked them, that's why I was
You
thinking.
thought I liked them?
Yes.
I could have sworn it was just you that was picking them out, but I'm a little I guess I'm confused. I really thought that you needed to have it. I hate those things.
Good, I'm glad. Well, I do too. So we don't need to use them anymore.
Okay, we don't need to use these things. That's fine. I do not like these things. I'm just surprised.
Well, I'm glad. So we don't have to use them anymore.
Okay. Okay, I like that.
Good.
A little surprised is all. This is strange.
This is strange?
I feel like there's a new person in front of me.
Well, maybe I'm going to be a new person from now on.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Good. Okay.
Okay. Okay. You're acting a little weird, though. I gotta...
Maybe I just had a rough day today. I'm a little tense.
A little tense?
Yeah, just a hard day at work.
Yeah. Okay. Just never seen this side of you before.
I guess I've crossed over that line of like obsessive type love. I don't know. It was embarrassing actually. But well, I met him in college and I guess it was like my time to break away. I had to get away from like all those all these people in Texas and my parents and my family. I just needed to, like, I don't know, I guess I wanted to find a new life in some way. And I went to New York with this guy, and actually, I guess it's important to know that he was so hard to get in the first place that made him so much more desirable, I guess. He was, I chased him. It was disgusting. I've never done that before. And I was like, I was obnoxious. It was embarrassing. My friends were like, what are you doing? You're like totally chasing this guy. And, but I got him. And I guess he wanted himself, actually. He didn't want another person who was different, had different feelings and different ideas and different desires. He wanted himself. He wanted someone just exactly like himself, and he was this like artist, and I guess I thought that was really cool at the time. I wanted to be just like him. So I guess the best way to describe it was, he was like my religion, I guess at the time. He was like the way I wanted to be. It was exactly like him. I mean, he played the accordion, he was an actor, he did Shakespeare, he played trombone. I mean, he played any instrument. He'd pick up spoons and like play it on a plate. And I thought it was really cool, I guess. Now I see it's kind of stupid. But, I mean, the things I would do, I remember one time, it was in New York, it was in Brooklyn, we were on his rooftop. And everybody was like dancing around and skipping around, and they were playing like tambourines and like all this weird like music, and I was sitting there and I was feeling really self-conscious, like, okay, I need to join in, because if I don't join in, I'm gonna look like unartistic, like an idiot, like this little college sorority girl or something, which is exactly what I was. So finally, I guess I decided to get up there, and I started dancing around, and I was like, this is not me, what am I doing? I'm like dancing around to accordions and feeling judged by everyone, and it was just stupid. I don't know what I was thinking, but I really wanted that. I really wanted to be like him. And anyway, I guess the way it all ended up was we broke up after we lived in New York for about a month, and I found myself like totally alone in the city for the first time. Didn't have a job, didn't have an apartment, I was just the first time in my life that I actually had to do everything myself. And we got back together like 5 more times, broke up, we just couldn't stay away from each other. I guess it was that like addictive kind of love, and I really needed him to say I was okay as a person. Like I needed him to justify me in some way. And so I just kept going back to him. And then finally one time, I remember we were at the subway, and I really didn't want to break up with him, but I know this was the last time. He said, well, I can just never be in love with you. And that's kind of it. I mean, when someone says that, it's like, well, I could change my hair for you, or I could be more this for you. He wanted me to be uglier. I mean, he was weird. And I could do all those things. I could try to do all those things for him, but I could never make him be in love with me. I mean, he just wasn't. So I guess from that point on, I thought nobody could be in love with me, and that was kind of a problem that I've been dealing with since. And I don't know, I think I'm starting to believe that everybody can be loved. I don't know.
Well, it's been about a year now since I got that phone call from the salon from that other woman. She told me she had been living with my boyfriend for a year and a half, and they were engaged. I got that at the salon. The phone call came in at the salon. I didn't know what to do. I had been with them for 5 years, and I didn't know all this was going on. And she had told me that they spent a lot of time together, and wow, I was really, really shocked. It was like somebody I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life. We were supposed to get married, and here they were getting married. Just going over to his house and seeing his parents, and how they could just be in on the whole thing. Parents and friends and family. Even my best friend. She even knew. I couldn't believe it. She never even told me. Just a lot of things going on, and she called me and wanted to know what my kind of life was with him, and she kept calling me too. I couldn't believe that. She called me at the salon 3 times while I was working, and I just had to listen to her talk, and I would talk to her, and I was being very kind and just talking to her and letting her know that, you know, she was in the same boat that I was. And then just kind of figuring it out, what I was going to do next. I didn't want to talk to him, and I didn't want to say anything. He kept calling, and I just never let him tell his side of the story. I didn't want that relief to be given to him. So we had been going out for 5 years, but I can't believe that he would do that. It was two different people, somebody I didn't even know. and thinking that I was going to be married and living with him.
Yeah, like last week.
Yeah.
Didn't she like last week?
That's mine? That was mine?
Yeah. No, Mary, that was you. I know you. Don't you do that to me again. Bad enough last week. You think I didn't see you holding that? I won't even tell you where you were hiding that little ace.
You want something to drink?
Yeah. Get started?
Okay. Get me something to drink.
All right.
And I'm going to go check on the dog.
Okay.
A massage? Huh? Come on.
Would you like a massage?
Yeah. There we go.
And which is Mary and which is Margaret? Who knows? But I think we're coming up to a really interesting scene.
Come on, we gotta go. I got a client coming in. Hurry up.
Come on, let's go.
No, you can't. We always dress alike. What are you doing?
Well, not today. We're not dressing alike. What's your problem? Why are you so uptight? Why do we always have to dress alike? Can't I just dress how I want to dress? See, that's how we are so different. That's why you and Craig will never work.
Why don't you just take your time out here and finish your cigarette?
Hi, Bob. Oh, hey, Finn. Sorry about being back here, but I can't find Skeeter. I went to the bakery, tied him up outside, went inside, took a look out, and he's gone. Have you seen him? Mary? 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 Mary! Oh. Hi, Margaret. Hey, Margaret, have you seen Skeeter? I just went out to the bakery. I tied him outside. I went and looked out, and he's gone. Have you seen him anywhere?
Why don't you go around out to the front and I'll meet you at the gate?
Okay.
Too quiet out here.
What do you think about these two? The difference.
It's a little bit of difference, huh?
Yeah. She looks like the good twin. She looks like the evil twin.
She does.
The one that looks like she could get in a lot of trouble and she would kind of not. Don't you?
Well, which one do you think is more like you?
The good twin.
I would have said that too.
Oh, okay.
This one, yeah?
You're the one that looks like she can get into a little bit of mischief.
Right here is me.
And she's kind of looking off, kind of just nice and quiet. And she looks like she has something on her mind that she wants to do.
Sure does. Fix her hair.
Come here a second. I know we've just gotten back together, and you're probably a little wary about everything, but things have changed. I mean, I can feel it, can't you? And I think I understand your relationship with your sister better, and I know how important she is to you. But you have to know that I need you. And I know it's possible for me to change. I know I can.
I know, Finn.
So, how was your day?
Fine.
I'm not really sure. The last guy I was with pretty much took me for all I was worth as far as money goes. That's why I was hoping this isn't going to cost me too much. He was the starving artist type, don't you know? I have sort of a history of keeping men at arm's length away from me. And I hate to blame everything on my parents, the good people that they are, and that they tried. But my parents live in the same house, but on different floors. And they haven't slept in the same room in 15 years. And sometimes I think that it would have just been better for my sister and I if they had gotten divorced when I was 15 years old. They're the kind of people where if there's a basket of laundry on the stairs, my dad will bring it upstairs and my mother will bring it downstairs because there's no communication. They don't talk to each other. If I'm over their house to visit, my dad will say like, well, tell your mother, yada yada, and my mom will do the same thing. So I think I'm just afraid of becoming like that. So what happens is that I can't really get to the level where I'm close enough to somebody because I'm afraid that if I do become too close to them, that ultimately we'll hate each other. And it's just been such a total fear for me that I've been able to keep maybe like two good men pretty much at arm's length. And I have a lot of hang-ups with whether or not I should have children or not, because in the corporate sense, I feel that there's really a stigma attached to either way. I mean, right now I'm the editor of a corporate magazine, which I enjoy, and I have about 12 people under me, and I feel like the women that do have children in my company are just not as well respected, and they don't seem to have the leverage in the sense that the single women do. And it's sort of it's like a kind of a class war between women, between us, and it's a shame, because we should be sisters. But it's like the stigma attached to the women who have children, who don't know anything about corporate life. And then there's the stereotypical cold-hearted businesswoman who knows nothing about caring and giving and nurturing. So it's sort of, I don't know, it's been difficult. I mean, I wonder if I'll be able to be like a successful playwright or a successful novelist or screenplay writer and have children. I mean, I hope that I will. But I don't know if it's possible. And also have this tendency to turn men into infants. Like, I'll do everything for them, and I'll know where everything is. I'll be like, where's my wallet? Where's this? Where's my briefcase? And I'll know everything about them so they know where everything is and where they're supposed to be. And I've even done this to my boss. It's like he'll call me in the evening and he'll be like, Doreen, where am I supposed to be tomorrow? And, you know, in the beginning, obviously he knows his own schedule and knows what he's doing, where he's going, who he's meeting. And in the end, it's like I've turned my own boss into a child who doesn't know what to do without me. But what happens is that I end up really being angry at them for turning into children, but it's by design. I mean, I created this environment. You know, I created the environment where my boss or a man would need me that much, to have to depend on me like that, to turn them into a child. And I just really resent them for it, but I created it. So it's quite a quandary for me. But when people have said to me, well, who are your mentors, and who are the people who you look to for what you know what love is? And it's my parents. So that's my version, I guess, of what love is.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey. How you doing?
How's it going, Flynn?
Man, good, it's Craig. How are you?
All right.
Reading the paper?
Yeah. Nothing good.
Where are the girls?
I think they're out shopping at some two-for sale or something again, you know? Hey, can I get you beer?
No, that's okay, thank you. You know when they'll be back?
Let me get you a beer in the meantime.
No, you got water, maybe? You got some water?
Water. Have a beer with me.
You got any juice?
No, I don't got any juice. Why don't you just have a beer with me?
No, I'm not a big drinker.
One beer.
Can I smoke?
No smoking house.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a beer with me?
Any Coke or anything? Soda?
Dude, come on. I'm gonna get you a beer. We'll have a beer together. Hang out.
Yeah, but I don't. All right.
Exactly. There we go.
Just the one, though.
All right.
Oh. Can I get another one of those? Where are the girls? How come they're not back yet?
I don't know, man. Are you in a rush or something?
No, I just...
What's wrong with you?
Don't you think they've been acting a little strange lately?
Yeah, well, they're strange people.
No, I mean, just different. They seem a lot different to me.
You think so?
A little bit. It's been bothering me. I've been thinking about it a lot.
So what's bothering you?
I can't tell. I was hoping you could... You can't tell.
Yeah, the last thing you do is try and figure these people out. I'm serious. It's like they understand each other, and that's it. They don't understand anything else, and you can't understand them.
What? Yeah, but that still doesn't explain why I think they've been acting a little... I mean, I don't know.
What is it?
Maybe, I don't know. It's just something weird, and I can tell, I can feel it. I'm not wrong about this stuff a lot. You don't see anything different?
Yeah, they're different. They're weird, man.
They're not weird.
They are.
No.
There's something funny about them.
Because they're twins.
Exactly. That's it. They have this DNA thing. They have this bonding thing. They like read each other. It's weird. Mm-hmm.
She hasn't been acting any different towards you.
Yeah, she has.
And that doesn't bother you.
It's weird. That's all. There's nothing you can do about it. They're weird. You know? I'm serious. You can't figure them out.
I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, they've been acting a little. All right.
All right.
Okay.
See?
So, but you know, I try to ignore that shit. You know, it's just weird shit.
That's what I gotta do. I gotta just ignore it.
Exactly.
Not pay attention to it.
It's the only way to do it.
But it bugs me.
You're a weird guy.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, maybe I am. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You don't give me another one of these things, huh?
Now, do you think
mean, it's kind of nice that it's so close like that, though, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, could you imagine knowing somebody that well? Being that's got to be a nice thing.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right, but I don't know from that, you know.
Kind of wish I had somebody like that.
It's impossible to meet somebody like that. To have that with somebody, it's like impossible.
You mean like a girlfriend, kind of?
No, I mean like this bond that they have. You know, it's impossible for other people to be like that, for them to be like that with someone else, or for other two people to be like that, unless you have like this thing that they have going on. I mean, Christ, they fucking do everything the same. Everything. It's like they're like one fucking person there. You know, it's weird.
Genetic.
Something like that.
You said it was genetic.
Yeah. The DNA thing.
DNA.
Mm-hmm.
But it pisses me off. I mean, all right, I know I was saying it was great that they had it, but why, you know, what am I, cursed? How come I don't get it? And then when they're like that, how do they need me? No. But I'm happy for her. I mean, you know what? No, I'm not, because they have exactly what I want. They do.
Jesus.
If I could have that kind of closeness, that would
bingo. See,
that would be it.
Right there. You don't get it. You don't get this. You don't understand this, do you? You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna have what they have. So you need to understand that. For you to want that is impossible. You can't.
No, bullshit.
Bullshit.
Okay,
bullshit.
so that I just don't have
You can't have it.
I have no dreams then, right? I'm supposed to just not want.
No, you
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to win the lotto. Big fucking deal.
Then
You
play the lotto.
about
Then
it.
every day, get $1 and go play the lotto. What's wrong with that? So I'm just supposed to say, okay, I'll never be close to anyone, so just fuck it. Just give up then. Bullshit. You're wrong. I'm not wrong. You're wrong.
Okay. I'm wrong. But you're the one that's fucking crying about it, not me. If I'm so
not
wrong.
crying. I'm just saying. I'm happy for them, but it makes me sad.
You're happy and you're sad.
Yeah, right. Well, what's your whole take on it then, right?
I just told you, man. It's fucking. You can't have it. So why?
You have no desire at all to be that close to someone. And then it's almost like they're baiting me with it. It's right in my face. Not only do I not get it, I gotta look at it all the fucking time. And all right, you think I'm fucking.
You're fucking funny, man.
I'm not.
You're funny, dude.
I'm not trying to be funny.
Okay, but you're funny. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I think it's bad. I think I shouldn't. To be able to see it. I mean, at least I can kind of deny it away with other people. But when I see it all the time, it's just like right in front of me. You know.
What's in front of you, man?
That kind of connection. That connection between two people is right there. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe I'm because it's there. I'm just like obliquely trying to be a part of it. You know, because they have it, and then maybe I can. Like it will rub off on me or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's gonna rub off on you, man. That's what's gonna happen.
How come I can't smoke?
It's a non-smoking house.
Oh, that's
Okay, I'm sorry. You can drink all you want, and you're doing pretty well with that, but no smoking. So I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that you have to go through all this shit, man. You should know better.
I should know better.
You should know better, man.
What does that mean? I should know better.
What they have is just fucking something.
So that doesn't mean I can't want it?
And they love that shit. They love that shit that they know they're tearing your shit up.
No, they don't.
Oh, yeah,
you're making out like they're vicious or something.
No, but they know. They know.
I'm
They're like
quiet about it.
It's like it's
I have a couple beers. I start talking to you about it. I don't. That's not what I meant, though.
Dude, say it again,
No,
bro.
no,
say it again.
No, it's not what I meant.
Yes, it is. Come on.
No, it's not what I meant. I
say it. Say it again. Come
I
on.
said I wanted to have have the same cars like that.
No, say the other shit.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on, say it.
No.
Dude, come on, you gotta say that shit. I know what you meant when you said that.
That's not what I meant. I said I'd like to dress the same.
Exactly. And I know you meant that shit, man.
No,
Yes, you did.
no.
Yes, you did.
No. I didn't.
Yeah, I can see you in a G-string walking down the street, dude. I'm gonna be thrown up everywhere, man.
It's no.
Oh God, that's what a scary thought. Oh dear. You know, I bet you. I bet you. They probably. You think they moan the same? You know, when they're fooling around and stuff like that. You think they like have the same like maneuvers and stuff?
Wow.
Do you think they're like that much the same?
I don't know.
Huh? What do you think?
Maybe.
I think they got to.
They laugh exactly the same.
They laugh exactly the same. They talk. They do everything. Man, you know they gotta do the sexual things the same too. You know that, right?
Wow.
What do you think? Tell me how she moans.
What?
Tell me how she moans.
No.
Come on, dude.
No.
Come on, dude.
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, come on, man. You know she does it the same. I want to see.
She does do this thing when she goes.
Oh my God, the lip thing, man.
Right?
The lip thing, man. Totally, man. She always does. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I like it.
You're like, okay, man. I think this shit's weird.
You think you're exactly the same that way?
Yeah, dude. Everything's the same. But their boobs are the same. They got it. Everything's got to be the same, man. What do you think? Huh? Wow. They got to be the same. They got to have the same pussies. They got to have everything the same, man. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. You know, man. I'm telling you, shit's weird. I think that.
What?
I just think it's all got to be the same, man. Let me ask you something. You ever think about fucking mine, man? You ever think about that?
Is it like on purpose, you mean?
Yeah, man.
I just I had this little thing where I kind of accidentally, an accident, went in and just started, and she didn't know it was me. No, really, and then it happened, and then I didn't find out till later.
Oh, no.
Which this supports that whole fantasy if they're exactly the same.
See, mine was that. I'm not an accident here. I think about fucking your chick, man. I do, man. I think about it. I'm like, shit, we're twins. I know you thought about it, man. I know you thought about the two thing. I know you.
How could you not? I mean,
exactly. And tell me your friends, man. Your friends always like, dude, you get the
constantly,
two yet?
Constantly. Like, how can you tell the difference and all that?
Exactly, dude, man. I'm serious. It's like, this shit's got to be done. Yeah. This shit's got to be done. Right? Right?
Funny guy.
Yeah. And I just think about it a lot. If we plan this right, switcheroo. Yeah. We can do this. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. You said so yourself. You said so yourself. You thought about it. It was an accident. Whatever. Bullshit, dude. We can do this, dude.
No.
Yeah.
No. I was kidding.
Dude, you weren't kidding.
No, I wasn't kidding. But no, you're serious.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get out of here.
Dude, we can do this. Dude, how can you not want to do that? How can you not want this, man? This could be great, dude. This could be great.
Wait a minute. You're serious?
Yeah. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't look at me like I'm crazy, dude. You said so yourself. You thought.
Yeah, no, but I was joking about it. Thinking about it and doing it are two different things. You're fucked up.
Come on, man. Everyone thinks of this shit. We got twins on our hands.
So what?
Here.
So what? My dog has woke me up in the middle of the night. I've thought of killing it. I didn't do it.
Well, I don't know what you're thinking then. What do you think you're gonna get from
That's
these people
fucked
then?
up.
Then why are you with her, man?
You don't even care about her, do you? Why am I with her?
Yeah.
Because I'm in love with her. That's why.
Oh, bullshit, man. You're with her because you thought in your mind somewhere down the road some shit was gonna go down.
You're fucked up. No, I didn't. I care about her.
Okay. You love her, man. All right, whatever. Please, man. Just sounds like bullshit to me. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, you're fucked up.
All right.
How could you just? What are you just lying to her this whole time?
Dude, I know what I'm gonna get from her, dude. I know what it's all about there. I know what my limitations are, dude. She's not gonna
whatever
get...
fucking
Dude, whatever...
sick, twisted thing you want to get into, you get into it. You just leave Mary out of it.
Okay. Fucking sick. Oh, yeah. I'm the fucking sicko, right? Look, whatever you're fucking thinking about, Finn, whatever the fuck your name is, you're fucking crazy. Dude, you're not gonna get what you want from her, man. This love shit is bullshit. Oh, fuck this, man. Fucking freaks. Yeah, thanks for drinking all my fucking beer, asshole. But they don't have that kind of love to give, man. Okay, they use it on each other, not for other fucking people. Alright, that's bullshit. Oh, fuck this, man. Fuck him.
Mark, remember when you fell in the salon when Cal and I were sitting there talking, and then you fell down, you slipped because you had sprayed the aerosol stuff in to take all the smell away from the last perm you had did.
Oh yeah,
and we were just into our conversation and telling jokes, and we didn't even realize you were on the bottom of the floor.
Yeah, no, I was sitting there and you didn't even get up.
Yeah,
you didn't even turn around. Didn't even see I was down there.
A few minutes later, we turned to the back, and then I saw you on the floor.
Yeah.
And then you got up very quickly, though.
Yeah, I did.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was fine. You guys didn't even know I was there.
God, you know what, Margaret? You really hurt me when you moved out 5 years ago. I felt like I was very lonely. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I would lay around at nighttime and not have anybody to tell my thoughts to or tell how my day went or just kind of sit around and have fun, watch TV or do anything. Just, I felt very lonely and kind of left out. Very left out.
So they had the guy benched like the whole year because I don't know, he raped some chick or something like that, you know? But then, okay, he's benched, but then it comes to the bottom of the night, this one inning, they decide not to bench him. Hits a dinger, gets in the manager's face and says, trade me. Huh? How about that? That's sports, you know what I'm saying? That's great. Let's eat. What are we getting? What do you want?
Why don't you ask Margaret?
What do you want? What's so funny? What's so funny? Huh?
To a point, I can live without a man. What about you?
To a point, yes. I can't live without you, but I could probably live without a man.
I don't want him in my life, but I don't need him in my life, but I would like him in my life.
Yes, I would like, if they fit in my life, I would like a man in my life that understands our relationship.
If you were to die, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't even know how I felt anymore. It would be a big, empty part of me inside. I'd feel lost. I wouldn't know where to go, what to do. I would be all alone. I mean, having you around for so many years and being there, that if you were no longer there, for me, I would be totally, I don't know what I would do. I really didn't. I wouldn't even know if I wanted to live anymore since you weren't around. I don't know.
Well, if you died too, I think that would be a big part of me gone. I wouldn't really consider myself a whole person. I'd be empty, and I'd be lonely, nobody to go anywhere with, 'cause you're my best friend.
We're sisters, and that never changes. We're friends, the same, but not the same. I see the looks before you get them, and I know the feelings before you have them. Mother Nature dealt this hand, so we never need a friend. Mother Nature dealt this hand, so we never need a man. You know what I like, you know what I dream. Better than me. You know what I see, you know what I've seen. Better than me. Know what I want, you know what I need. Better than me. You know what I want, you know what I need. Better than me. We're sisters, and that never changes. We're friends, and that never changes.
Anyway, to make a long story short, when I was a boy, I fell in love with this little girl. Actually, she wasn't real. I made her up. She had dark brown hair and blue eyes, really beautiful. And I knew, someday I'd meet her and I'd fall in love, and everything would be great from then on. And so through third grade on, I'm trying to meet this girl, and I'm waiting, and she's not coming, and finally I give up. I'm like 22. you know, I finally give up, and I fucking meet her. You know, I meet this girl, and she's got the dark hair and the blue eyes, and we go out and we have the best time. And her name's Andrea, fucking same name, and we have the best time. And I'm in love, and I'm thinking, oh shit, this is it. This is true love. This is the stuff like they talk about in romance novels, and then she stops calling me back, and I'm calling her, and she won't call me back, and I'm like, don't you understand? This is destiny here. And she won't call me, and I'm like, the bitch. And I don't know what to do, you know, but you can only do so much. Anyway, so I realized, finally she calls me back, and I realize it's not her, you know, and maybe she never existed at all. And then I start to think, you know, what does she look like? She's got dark brown hair and blue eyes. I mean, that's me in drag. And I realize all I really wanted ever is myself. You know, isn't that all anybody wants, to fall in love with is themselves? And I guess I love me, but I just like another me, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get that right. Hey kid, get out of here! Can't play here!